What's up, day traders? It's April 12th, 2019, Friday, end of the week. Yeah, and I've got some trades I made, a few trades, a couple of really bad trades today. Um, just bad management and really stupid. And then I made up for it with one good trade. So that's eventually a good trade will come along and it'll wipe it all out. So that's what I did. And I'll show you the bad trades, show you why I got into them, and what I did wrong. And I'll show you the good trade. So the bad trade was the first trade I took in the day, and I violated one of my rules, which was to get in before in the first 30 minutes. And I usually don't do that, but I broke my rule, and it was stupid. And that was, you can see here, ALC. So the reason I got into this, I think this was an IPO or something. If you look at the yearly, you can see it's just, I think a few days ago it opened. Either that or it was a spin-off or something. So Alcon. So you can see there's a big gap down. It had been gapping a lot, basically every day. So it had gapped down from around 55, 60-ish to about 54. So I was watching it in the pre-market, and I got alerted to it. And the reason I got in is because right away I kind of liked how it was kind of pretty tight right away. I felt like it was above VWAP, so it was going to hold it possibly. And I wanted it to get back to maybe fill that gap from the gap down. And right away it turned against me, and I said if it got back to 54.10 I was going to get out. So I got out right below that, and then you can see what happened. It went down and then it came back up and broke through VWAP. I probably should have re-entered here at around 54.16. I'll put my stop at around 54 because I could have gotten it all the way up to 54.81. I mean, it would have been there's a really nice move right here. It's not pretty, it's kind of choppy. There's a big bottoming tail, but for a scalp, like, if I gotten in right here at about noon, could have gotten out at 12:30 for 30 minutes. It's not a bad day trade, and that would have been nice. But I was in a little early, and I got caught holding the bag here. So yeah, that was rough. And the second trade was also bad. I'll show you that. APC. Now this is just poor management. I'll show you why I got in. This is also a gapper. So you can see it had been kind of going sideways for a while. These are daily candles. And then a big gap up over the 200 simple moving average on a daily. So it gapped up today, big time. I think I had earnings, not 100% on that. But so I was looking at it in the pre-market after it gapped up. And it had broken down through VWAP early and tried to break above it, couldn't, kind of curved back down, then it started coming back up. And I tried to jump the gun and get into it before it broke VWAP, which was dumb. I should have waited for that break right here. But it was above, when I got in, it was above a whole number. It was above 62. So I got in at 62.04, and I set my stop too tight. I said, if it comes back down to 61.90, I'm going to get out. And I did right away. So that was just poor management, because you can see what it did. It kept moving up. Went all the way up to 62.71. So I had an opportunity to really just get back in. I just didn't, which was a mistake. So you can see it's just like the trade before. I identified something that was eventually going to go in the right direction. I just didn't. This one I didn't manage well. The other one I just got into early. So oil and gas were moving a lot today. There's a lot of oil and gas plays today that could be made. And I messed up this one, but luckily I made another one on APC, Apache. What the heck is that? No, that was the one I just made. Not APC, APA, which is Apache, yeah. So you can see here, I got in. Basically, I was watching. This was another gap, a little bit of a gap. Let me tighten this up. So it had gapped up from yesterday, right? Gapped up all the way up to like 37.40 or something like that. And so it broke down through VWAP. Probably should have shorted it around here. Could have shorted at about 37-ish area. And ridden it all the way down to about 36.20, and then wait for the bounce, which is what I ended up doing. I didn't short it, but I waited for the bounce. You can see it kind of moved back up, started going sideways, and I watched as soon as the 8 EMA crossed the 20 SMA with this big green candle here. That's when I took notice. I said, all right, if it holds the 8, I'm gonna get in. So I got in right here above the 8 AMA. I think I got in at 36.47. And then you can see here and had a nice move up, nice and smooth. These are the ones I really like, these nice smooth movements up. And I could tighten this up a little just so you can see. So I took, my first target was 36.77, 30 cents from my, because I put my stop 15 cents below, so I wanted to go up 30. And I took some out at 36.77. Then I was hoping for it to get up to 37, and it never quite got there. Got up to 36.97. I should have probably taken some out, but I just moved my stop up along the way because I thought it really could make a move back up to 37, and it just didn't. And eventually broke back down, and I had my stop moved up to 36.85, so I exited the rest at 36.85 from 36, whatever the heck, 47. Yes, 36.47. Took some out at 77, the rest at 85, and then you can see it bottomed out here. So there's a smart play getting out here, because I would have ridden it all the way back down to my entry, and I don't see it moving back up in the next 25 minutes anyway. So yeah, but that made up for the mistake I made with the first two trades, the bad management, and then just the getting in too early on that first stock. So that was it. So yeah, enjoy the weekend, and see you back here on Monday. Hopefully, I'll be live streaming some of those pre-market scans by then. All right, take care.